Hey beautiful, it's Darby and welcome to my channel. Today I have this no makeup look for you guys. So some people might think this is a little bit pointless, but for me this is an essential look that I always do and I've been doing for the last couple months and I'm absolutely in love with. So yes, I have fake freckles on today. Yes, I barely have any makeup on, but yes, this makes me feel more confident, and that's what life's about, is just to feel the most confident you, the most beautiful you. So if that means putting fake freckles on and plumping up your lips to make them look a little bit bigger, then you do you. So I hope you guys enjoy this look. It's super easy and you'll absolutely love it. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so let's get right into it. The first thing I do when I'm doing my no makeup look is just covering up my dark circles. So simply by applying some concealer underneath the eyes will just brighten up the face, make you look a little bit less tired. So the product I'm using today is by IT Cosmetics and it's their Bye Bye Under Eye Illuminator, and I'm just going to be popping this on my finger. Seriously, the littlest amount goes the longest way. So I'm just going to be putting this underneath my eyes. Sorry, I'm looking over here. That's where my mirror is, but I'm just going to be first dabbing this just lightly underneath the eyes, being very careful underneath the eyes because it's a very, very sensitive area. You don't want to tug at the skin. So once you kind of patted that into all your pores, because it is a pretty thick consistency, I'm just going to go in with a damp beauty blender and just dab the rest in. So once we have that locked down and the eyes look a little bit more bright and awake, I'm just going to go in with this Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm just going to set under my eyes so it doesn't budge or get oily. So next up, we're just going to be bronzing up the face. I'm going to use this Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and the aim with this is to just give that kind of sun-kissed look, like we just been out in the sun, getting that vitamin D. So I'm going to concentrate this on the cheeks, around the perimeter of my face, so the forehead and down the bridge of my nose. Why I like to put a lot actually down the bridge of my nose is, as you can see, my nose is a little bit more tan just from the summer and going on vacation to Asia. It's still a little bit more tan. It still has a little bit of freckles there, so that looks more natural. So we're going to be putting a little bit of bronzer down the bridge of our nose because the parts that stick out more, my big long nose, are the ones that kind of hit the sun first. So let's go for that sun-kissed look. So just dipping into the bronzer, contouring out the hollows of my cheeks, going around the perimeter of my face, so the forehead, and of course down the nose. And if you're gonna bronze up your face, you have to do your neck, or else you're going to have a nice bronze face and a pale neck, which I'm guilty of doing sometimes. So right now our face is looking a little bit matte and a little bit fake because throughout the day naturally you would get a little bit oily through your T-zone. So what I'm going to be using is by IT Cosmetics, and it's their strobing cream. So I'm just going to be popping this on my fingers and putting this on the high points of my face that would get a little bit oily throughout the day. This will just make your look a little bit more natural. So putting that on my cheeks here, it has a gentle kind of sheen to it, as you can see. Then I'm going to put that just on the tip of my nose. I'm going to put that on the Cupid's bow, because naturally throughout the day, if you're doing some exercise, your upper lip tends to sweat a little bit. And then I'm just going to be putting this right above the eyebrows, right on the forehead. So next up is our brows. What I'm aiming for today is kind of a nice feathery, soft, natural brow, so nothing too intense. I forget what this pen's called, but I'll leave it down in the description bar because I've used it literally every day since I got it and all the writing's rubbed off. But what I'm going to be first doing is just combing through my brows, getting them locked down in the position that I want them in. Nice and fluffy. When I'm doing a natural brow, I tend to kind of fluff the hairs up and away, because I kind of like to go these days for a more natural kind of fluffy brow. And then on the other side, sorry, it has a pen, And I'm just gonna start at the root here, at the base, drawing a line at the bottom of my brow. And then just doing hair-like strokes, so just flicking it up, making it as natural as possible. And just have a very, very light hand so it doesn't get too intense, because you know that can happen really fast. And to lock those brows down in place, the most natural way I find by locking it down in place is using actually a clear brow gel. So this one's by Essence Cosmetics, super cheap. And I like to fluff them right up. So instead of kind of keeping them in one straight line, try to fluff the hairs up, make them look as natural and as full as possible, as you can see there. So for this next part, some people might think this is pretty creepy, but I'm actually going to be putting some fake freckles on my face. This isn't gonna be for everyone. I mean, it is kind of weird putting fake freckles on your face, but it gives your face that sun-kissed, kind of fresh, natural feel, because we have put some powders on, we have put some bronzer on, and when you do naturally go in the sun, lots of us get some freckles here. I still have some on my nose, but in the summer, I kind of break out with a bunch of freckles, and I think it's so pretty and so natural, so I'm actually gonna be putting some on today. Low key, I think I'm going to get some freckles tattooed on my face. One of my friends, Liam Pretty, his sister is Shaughnessy. You should look her up on Instagram. She does amazing, like amazing brows, and she does like little tattoos for other things, like she tattoos brows on, but her wait list is like 2 years to get in, so I might as well put my name down right now to get my freckles, because yeah, she's amazing. So what I'm gonna be doing is just going in, this one's actually called Italia Deluxe. This is in the shade Chocolate, and you can just use any kind of eyeliner or lip liner. This doubles as both. And you're just going to do the most random spots everywhere. Try to keep them small, some big, some small, but try to keep them decently small because you want them to look as much as you can like real freckles. So I'll just show you. You know what? Let me get you a little bit closer up. Okay, there we go. So what I'm gonna be doing is just putting random little specks all over my nose. I hope you guys can see this. So really sharpen your pencil as much as you can. And just put them random everywhere, because if you actually like find a pattern, or if they're kind of too proportioned, then it will look fake. So kind of just do them randomly everywhere. Do some big, some small, some light, some a little bit harder. And we're actually gonna be using 2 different colors. So this one's more of like a reddish color. And then I'm gonna go in with more of a light brown after, because some freckles naturally are darker than others. Okay, so that's probably enough for that one. Now I'm going to be moving on to this Galactic Beauty. This is an eyeliner, gel eyeliner, and I'm just gonna be taking this on a eyebrow brush, putting that just on the end. So I'm just gonna dip it in there and then grab the lid just to get all the excess product off. I went and saw 50 Shades Darker with my boyfriend Ian last night, and honestly guys, I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. My boyfriend even loved it. It's funny, I feel like the biggest girly girl right now, and last night, because I went and saw with one of my girlfriends La La Land the other weekend, and usually I get out of the theater being like, yes, that was an awesome movie, like amazing, amazing, like I can't stop talking about it, and I got out of La La Land and I was like, that was kind of shitty. Like I know it won so many awards, and I know people are gonna hate on me for saying this, but I didn't enjoy it that much. I'm just not into musicals, but I came out of 50 Shades Darker like, yes, like that was such a good movie. Even my boyfriend was like, yeah, okay, that was a decent movie. I'm actually glad I went with you. But next, what we're gonna do to make this look a little bit more natural is we're just gonna take some setting powder on a little brush. It's just like a little fluffy brush. And what we're going to do is just cover those just a little bit to make it look a little bit more natural, because you don't want them standing out too much. You don't want them too bold. But all my girls now know that these are fake freckles. So I wore this little no makeup look last night when I went out to 50 Shades Darker to the movie theater, and my boyfriend Ian was like, babe, you look so good without makeup, like you just look so natural and I love you so much when you're not wearing makeup, you just look so much better. And I'm sitting there like, should I tell? So our next step is simply going to be curling our eyelashes. So usually I don't put mascara on. If you want to put mascara on to make it look a little bit more dressed up, if you want to do this look on a daily basis. But whenever I put mascara on, then all of a sudden you catch me putting foundation on and lipstick on, and then all of a sudden I have to contour and I have to bronze, and all of a sudden I'm putting eyeshadow on. I feel like that's just the first step that I'm like, okay, now it looks like I'm trying, like now I just look bad. It looks like I'm not good at putting makeup on. So it's either I'm not putting on makeup like at all, which is 99% of the time, or I'm putting on just this look, or I'm going like full out like bam glam. So what I'm just doing is just curling my eyelashes just to make them stand out just a little bit more, but still keep that natural kind of feel to them. You can put a little bit of mascara on just at the base to keep them down in place. I usually don't. They usually stay pretty curled. And the last step is simply going in and making your lips look a little bit bigger. So this step is totally unnecessary as well. I'm just going to go in with my Oak lip liner, and I'm just going to make the lips look a little bit more full and plumpy and big. So just keep a very, very light hand. You don't want this to get too dark because it can go south really, really fast, and all of a sudden you have these like big, bold, like purple lips, because this is kind of like a purple shade. And then once you have it kind of traced out, just go ahead and fill it in a little bit, just really lightly. Okay, so now that we have our bottom lip nice and plump and big, don't worry, it's not gonna stay this dark. I'm gonna lighten it up later. So for the top lip, I full on just overdraw the shit out of it. People on my Instagram pictures sometimes text me and they're like, did you get lip injections? I'm like, no, lip liner, girl, you need it in your life. So what I do is I try to not focus on making this Cupid's bow too sharp, because that's just gonna look super unnatural. So what I do is I bring the full lip just up just a little bit, just a tad there. And then you kind of stand back, look in a mirror, see if it looks natural, see if it's blended properly, see if both sides are even. Cool, so that's done with the lip liner, and see, it looks pretty unnatural right now. It looks pretty fake. So what I'm gonna do is just lighten it up with my favorite lipstick at the moment. This is by BH Cosmetics and it's their liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Sandy. I'm just gonna pop this in the center and the top of my lips. So just in the center, just a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do is just buff it in with my finger. See, the lips already look so much more plumper and full. You can just fool around with it a little bit. Okay guys, so this is pretty much the final look. I'm obsessed with it. I am in love with the freckles. I don't know about you. I don't know if you think it's weird. I don't really care if you think it's weird, but I definitely want to get these tattooed on one day. I'm gonna try to wear freckles every single day for maybe a couple months and not wear any makeup other than this and maybe some falsies or just some mascara if I wanted to go out. I feel really confident when I'm wearing this look. A little bit more confident when I have a bare face. I'm pretty confident without any makeup, but I feel like this just adds a little bit more kind of natural glamour, if you know what I mean. Usually I don't like wearing nice outfits when I don't have any makeup on. I don't know, it just feels really, really weird to me, because usually if I'm wearing a nice outfit, I'm like totally glammed up. So when I put a nice outfit on and I look like my face looks like a butt, I don't know, I just feel really weird. But I feel like I could wear this makeup look and wear a pretty nice outfit and still feel confident and still feel good. I feel like this just accentuates all your natural features. Like, I still look like myself without makeup. So what I want to know is if you like me talking to the camera while I'm putting on my makeup, or if you want me to just film it and do a voiceover like I usually do. I thought this was a little bit more personal, that we can kind of talk, well, I can talk to you, you can get to know me, and I feel like it's easier for you to understand what I'm doing when I can show you with my motions, and you'll get a deeper comprehension of it. But let me know if you don't want to hear me babble, you just want to get a voiceover and learn the tutorial, then let me know that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful look, and always remember to stay confident, to love yourself, and honestly, if putting on fake freckles makes you feel a little bit more confident, or concealer under your eyes, or getting lip injections, or whatever you want, if that makes you feel more confident, more beautiful, you do you, and you go do that, because nobody should ever be telling you what you can do with your life, with your body, how you should look. It should be completely up to you. You should always feel the most beautiful and most confident as you can. So if you have to put on fake freckles, if you have to get eyelash extension, lip injections, a boob job, whatever you want, if that makes you feel better, and if that's gonna make you happier throughout your days in this life, then go ahead and do it. Nobody should tell you that it's wrong. So little side note there, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know it might be a little bit pointless to some people, but for me, it makes me feel a little bit more confident throughout my day, and that's what life's about. It's about doing things that make you happy, and this makeup look has made me happy throughout the last couple months doing it, when I don't want to do a full face, but I still want to look a little bit more decent and presentable and still natural. So with all this rambling, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'd like if you gave it a like. It would help me out so much. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below, and right beside the subscribe button is actually a little like bell or something, and if you click on that, you can push a button to say notified every time Darby Whiting posts a video, so that you can be notified each time I post a video, so you won't miss one. Unless you don't want to do that, then that's okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.